If you want to even come close to looking and sounding like a pro when you sing, you need performance exercises. If you want to get a feeling of control of your vocal technique, you need performance exercises. If you want to not go absolutely ballistic, trying to become the singer you want to become, you need performance exercises. So that's a good thing that performance exercises are exactly what I'm going to give you in this video. What is a performance exercise? It's when you sing a song from start to finish with a certain scenario or image in mind. That scenario should be empowering, fun even if possible, and it should knock you out of your normalcy and your comfort zone, but not in an intimidating way. Singing your song in this way will then result in a much better performance, a more gathered up, coherent performance, but most importantly, a more expressive and impressive one. I'm gonna give you some performance exercises today, and I'm gonna also demonstrate what they can do for you. But first I want to explain why that works so well. The reason it works so well is because that exercise puts you in a different mindset where you already know how to sing. And then the chances of you lingering on anything that might hold you back while performing, judgment, self-deprecating thoughts, etc., will skydive towards the zero. You cannot afford to spend extra time thinking about vocal technique while you're performing. You cannot spend time questioning whether this is working, going okay or not while you're up there performing. You have to actually do the stuff you know how, give it your best, no hesitation. Once there are hesitations, no longer your best. And by the way, that's also relevant for your practice at home. If you really want to take your singing to another level, you need at a certain point to get this mindset, which tells you that thing you've been trying so hard to do for this long, you got it, let's just do it. It is of course not natural for us when we practice to have that mindset of we got it, but it's still necessary. I want to tell you about a student of mine and how performance exercises transformed her in almost no time at all. One of my first students here in Amsterdam, let's call her Natalie, was a total beginner with serious and fundamental vocal and musical awareness issues. We spent 2 years of almost constant weekly lessons, unless we were on vacation, working on those issues. She learned a bunch of technical exercises. She learned how to develop her musical ear, and then she also had to develop the awareness of her practice at home and notice when it was right or wrong. And all of that took a while. That's to be expected. After about a year, she started singing much better, sometimes on a certain day, on a certain song. And every now and then, she would need my guidance again, of course. So the technique was still not in her control. At one point in our work, I've noticed a pattern. Whenever I would ask her, okay, what did just happen? What did you do to sort of develop that awareness and control over her own process? She would say something like, yeah, I was trying to do this and this, and I think it was mostly okay. So words along the line of try, think, maybe, mostly, not sure, that kind of stuff. All of those words are telling her that she doesn't really know how to do those things. I've had enough of that. Enough trying, I said. Time to do it. I like to quote Yoda.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
So I gave her a performance exercise. I said, you're going to pretend that you have 40 years experience on the stage. She's 30 years old, by the way, but who's counting? Now, you go on stage and you sing with the audience, they sing with you, and that thing that you were trying to do before, you already know how to do that. That's actually your specialty. You've been doing that for 40 years on the stage. Need I say it worked like a charm? Immediately she got 50% increase in succeeding doing that thing she was trying so hard to do before. And that was only her first try. Her homework was to focus mostly on performance exercises until her next lesson, which was this time after 2 weeks. When she came back, she finally was singing in a different level, and it was consistent this time, and there was no turning back. After 2 years, this is what it took to really get ahead. I've done this kind of exercise with hundreds of students, and I've gotten quick and very satisfying results 100% of the time. Let me show you on myself what these exercises can do. I'm going to sing a couple of phrases now, and I'm going to really do my best, do all of my technique, and really try to get it right. So that was me trying to sing it. I'm not gonna make I have tons of judgment. You can tell me what was wrong with that, especially the way I looked and the amount of control that I had over what happened. And now I'm gonna do a performance exercise. I'm gonna forget about singing it properly or singing it well for a minute, and I'm actually going to do one of my favorite performance exercises, which is to really physically enjoy the music. Okay, so this is a worship song. It's praising the Lord. I'm by no means religious, so I need to choose something else that will give you that kind of yes, feels so good. And that thing for me is massage. Eric, can you help me a moment? Hi.
Yes, I can help you.
Can you just massage me here a little bit, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I can really use some. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Just needed to remember what it's like. A different performance exercise. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm doing this really freaky show underwater. I'm going to dive into the pool and then I'm gonna shoot a clip, right? I don't actually have to sing, I just have to dive and then make all of the, all of the faces and articulations without actually breathing out, okay? Another freaky thing that is going to happen when I do that, of course there's an audience, yeah? Another thing that is going to happen is as I sing, fake sing, I get more and more inflated. Okay, this is something that is going to help me actually with my vocal technique, because the first phrase that I sing is very long and I need to have enough breath for it. So this is just a fun, sort of like weird scenario I came up with that might help me do that. Let's see if that works. I hope you could hear the difference. I definitely felt it. The first time it passed, maybe, but only if you listened to me, then it was sort of okay. If you were looking at my face, you would not want to keep doing that. Then the second exercise gave me some joy, and it made me feel my instrument more, and it just made me think of the song as a whole. And the third exercise actually gave me some vocal benefit, but still keeping in mind that I'm performing and entertaining people. In those two performance exercises, I was not thinking about technique. Okay, I was thinking about it, but I didn't let myself think about it, because you can't stop your own thoughts. But whenever I was thinking something about the technique, I actually was concentrating on something else. And that actually made my technique eventually better. But beside being able to actually sing better with performance exercises, you are prioritizing what actually makes a good performance. And technique, believe it or not, is not the first thing that makes a good performance. You need interest, authenticity, expression. And these performance exercises give you that. They give you the expression. They give you the complete delivery of a piece, of a song. They can make you think of the meaning of the song. They can do all sorts of things that you feel are important in what you are trying to convey to your audience. In my new performance course, SingWell on Stage, I give you a bunch of performance exercises for all different types of scenarios and vocal and musical goals. So if you want to know more exercises on how to use them, when to use them, and if you want your own concrete plan made for your stage level, then go ahead and check it out. In the meantime, try the exercises that I suggested here and let me know how it goes. Enjoy performing.